Hi everybody, welcome back to the Between Paychecks Kitchen. I'm Oz, that's Jack.
Yeah.
And today we're gonna do this thing. I learned this at the Asian food market. Little lady that very broken English taught me how to use a teriyaki glaze instead of a teriyaki sauce to make this slow cooked chicken. So let's get into it. Before we start, let's be sure to go down, like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTubey things. Very much appreciate that. If you need the full recipe, remember it's down in the description. You can find our links and stuff there. And let's get into this kitchen. All right, again, super simple. You're gonna need some chicken. We got it super cheap for like $4 or $5. And there's like a full pound of that stuff. Now, whatever kind of vegetables you want to use, we got like bamboo shoots, baby corn, and some sprouts. Always been a fan of sprouts.
Be sprouts.
Garlic and onion because it's us. So, gonna do some rice. We did half a cup of rice. The teriyaki stuff, get the based and glaze instead of the actual just straight up teriyaki. Use some marinade. I'll explain that later when we get to it. And then this is optional. This is this fermented pepper paste. We got it at the Asian food market. Really good.
It's hot.
So your onion, you want to go ahead and slice this up, or at least quarter it. But to break it down, I didn't skin it this time. I'm going to show you all to save time. Like usually you got to skin it and pull all that papery skin off the outside of it. It takes forever. And I just take and cut it. Well, if you take and cut it, it just slips off. And you can just reach and pull it off instead of having to try to peel each piece. Now, this is straight. You got to careful of the nipple. I'm forever 12. So you just can cut off the onion nipple. Get rid of that. And then pull off the little papery part. What?
Come on. Really?
And pull off the little papery parts of your onion and stuff. And then just quarter these. Ding, ding, ding. Done. Right? Super done. And then set that over there. You got your garlic. We already skinned those. We've skinned them in so many other videos. We can put you a link down there on how we did all that. Get all that stuff nice and chopped up as fine as possible or as big as possible. I mean, if you just want mouthfuls of garlic, that's the way to do it.
All personal taste, really.
Right. It's however you want to cut that done. Now, your chicken, you can do this a few different ways. I've heard people like cube it, which I've never been a giant fan of, so I'll show you how I did that here. Just slice it this way, done, and then turn it this way. Cubed chicken.
This piece is a little too small. I'll take like in between cubing and long slices. I'll probably cut long
the long
in half.
slices I don't mind. Like that's the part I've always enjoyed and stuff. Like there, done, and it's super fast, super easy. Got all the long pieces. You can do this whole chunk of meat the same way. Super long. All right, you get your cans open. Now the cans are already cooked, so you don't have to worry about them. So go over, get you a skillet. Make sure you get a big enough one. We had to swap halfway through because this is a lot of food.
Yeah, we'll see if you notice that later.
So get you some oil. Just enough to coat the bottom of the thing to start cooking it. The oil and the water from the chicken will kind of fill in the rest of it, but just to start where it won't stick. Just cover a little bit of oil on the bottom. Start your rice at the same time. 1 cup of water to half cup of rice. Get the water boil, add the rice. Done. Right? Cover that, let it sit. Now, you can always test this to see if your oil's warm enough. Stick a little piece of onion in there. That's your test onion. If it starts bubbling a little bit, you're good. So just go ahead and put your onions, garlic in there. Those take forever, so put them in first.
They gotta break down.
Knock them around. Yeah. Not full on like caramelized, full on sauteed onion style, which you want them to not be just raw and covered in oil. And chicken cooks relatively fast, especially in a skillet. So you gotta be careful with that. So once you got your water boiling, like I said, add your rice. Gonna knock it down to where all the rice is in the water.
Stir it in.
I did not know I was using a chopstick for that, but that's just what I did. Now, you threw in all this stuff here. Once it starts cooking and break it down a little bit, go ahead and put in your meat. Just break it around. Put the meat on the metal. Don't just let it sit on top of your onions.
It won't cook.
Now, this isn't necessarily a stir fry. This is going to be a slow simmer later. But to kind of get the meat on there, it helps to stir it in the part. Especially with that bamboo spatula that I got at the Asian food market. Now, once it breaks down, starts getting all grayish stuff, not straight brown yet, right? That's when you want to add your other vegetable stuff, like your clump o sprouts, your baby corn nuggets.
Appetizing.
Yeah, right? And your bamboo shoots. Make sure to get them all out of there. And kind of break it down. Like I said earlier, these are already cooked, so you just got to warm those up and get them mixed in with all the rest of your meats while it's cooking. That way you get that chicken flavor on everything, too. Right, so that looks good. So now another thing we're going to talk about is we're going to use the glaze, right? Instead of the actual just straight teriyaki sauce, it's a lot thicker. Yeah. The lady was telling me, it's like, use this, and it's so much thicker, and you can see it right here. And you don't want to drown it. You don't want to taste nothing but teriyaki. So if you get this stuff, put it in with, a pound of meat and the regular stuff we're talking here, Then mix it around. It gives it a light coating on everything. It doesn't turn into this rust brown color. Be
Just
sure to
teriyaki.
get as much out of the bottle as you can. Put the cap on it, and then stand it up. And then you can try to get more out of it. Now, once you got it in there, stir it around. It'll give everything a light coating when it starts together. So it's not super thick, super sticky, and it's not an overpowering taste, which is great, which is something you really shoot for. So once you get it on there, let it sit around, simmer for 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how cooked your meat is at that point. And you're done. Like, you plate it, put it on some rice. Like I said, your rice, once it boils again, turn it off, cover it, set it to the side. Done. You can plate it with that, and that's all you need.
It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it's relatively neat. Like, I shouldn't have started as much as I did. Like, this should sit and simmer in this sauce for this last 3 minutes, right? But that's what I did. I kind of patted it down. Turn the oven or your stovetop all the way down, let it simmer, and there you go. That was enough to feed 4 to 5, 6 people easily.
That was some pretty good stuff.
I added in the paste to some of these. That's why they're really red, because not everybody likes the spicy stuff. If everybody does, go ahead and add it. But super cheap, super easy. So there you have it. It's teriyaki. A little lady told me how to do it. It's really good. You put that fermented pepper in it. It's really spicy.
Don't lick the spoon.
Oh, it's good though. But don't lick the spoon when you're serving it. Oh, that's a bad idea. All right. So you can catch us on YouTube anytime. We'll upload Tuesdays and Fridays. You can catch us on Instagram at Living Between. And Facebook at Living Between Paychecks Kitchen there. And at Patreon. And Pinterest at the same tag. We'll see you next time.